Hello YouTube, I'm Sergtino and welcome to my reactions to the Champions League group stage. Let's get into it. At the beginning of the channel, I wanted to be more focused on talking about soccer or football because I really like watching the game and I really like talking about the analysis, the tactical background, and just the results, because that's what's exciting about this game. That's what unites all of us, right? So I want to evolve more of this talking about the games, reactions, and what I think about the games. I tried doing it with the Premier League, but it was kind of difficult keeping up with it. It'll be more like this kind of video rather than what I did before. But if you guys want to see more Premier League reactions for the games, if you want me to bring that back, comment down below. And yeah, I can bring that back, definitely. I just try to figure out what you guys want to see. When the Champions League draw happens, I do want to create my reaction to that and my predictions of what's going to happen in round of 16. The group stage finished this week, and there's just some big talking points that I really want to talk about, and my thoughts behind all of that, what happened and everything. So yeah, I wanted to involve you guys as well and maybe have a conversation about it. So here I got the results and the standings for each different thing. I've been using the Champions League website, and there's like big news all over going around. Everybody's happy and everybody's heartbroken and things like that. So very exciting last day for many groups. Let's talk about Group A. Bayern Munich, I think right now is still the team to beat. They're just very good. They're very, very good. They definitely have like a machine as of a team. It took them a while to get started, but when they concentrate, they got it. And it definitely brought it for the Champions League. Definitely the highlight game of this group was when Atletico and Bayern Munich faced each other both times. The first one finished 4-0, and I remember that game, like the Frenchmen were on fire. Coleman was like in the right position to be able to score. Just his speed was way too much for Atletico Madrid. And Tolisso, I'm pretty sure it was Tolisso, the one who scored like a long shot from far away and scored a screamer. It was really sick game. Like Atletico just had nothing. They felt like really behind. Just one team was amazing compared to like the other team. But when they fought each other again last week, Atletico Madrid versus Bayern, it was a completely different game. Like Atletico Madrid actually seemed like the favorite. I was really hoping Atletico won that game, and they just really solid defensively. It was really hard to break. So that was a very exciting game to watch. It was really tactical, in which I really liked. They were definitely more like aggressive this time around. So Atletico Madrid actually have been growing quite a bit, especially in La Liga, and hopefully they win La Liga once again. If Barcelona does it, because it doesn't seem like Barca will, and I don't want Real Madrid to win that. But yeah, Atletico Madrid are really fighting for it, and they're really growing. I really hope to get far in this Champions League as well. So, but they're still missing a little bit of attacking force, but they're getting there. Like they have a solid shape, and it's quite different than the Atletico Madrid we've seen before. They were able to beat Salzburg on their last day, and kind of sucks that they had to wait until the last game to win it because of the results early on, but they were able to do it, and they were able to get first and second, which is what was expected. But I think Atletico Madrid left a little bit closer than they wanted to. Salzburg did a good showing, quite impressive, and there was like a certain time that I was like, maybe they could actually be Atletico Madrid in the game. So yeah, it was quite interesting. I want definitely a good team to see. Group B. This group was crazy. I did not expect this to be the group of death, because Mönchengladbach just haven't had a good showing in the previous Champions Leagues. I don't think they ever qualified for the round of 16. I haven't checked that yet, but like the few times that I've seen them qualify in the last few seasons, they always finish last in a group or just don't do well. Shakhtar Donetsk have made it. They give people good fights, but I just thought they weren't going to be good enough, and Inter was coming in quite strong, right? Last season making it to the finals of the Europa League. I actually thought Inter Milan was going to be favorites from the group. Started with Real Madrid losing to Shakhtar. Oh, it's just like okay, like that defense performance of Veron was horrible. I remember that game was just like crazy, and then Inter Milan tying it up. It was like, okay, they're gonna be able to fight it back. Inter losing, tying to Shakhtar was like, Shakhtar was like really showing up, right? Real Madrid weren't able, and I think against Mönchengladbach, wasn't that game, were they losing 2-0 and they actually had to fight back in the last minute? They tied it up to Mönchengladbach. Like, oh, And then Mönchengladbach was like, okay, I'm just gonna destroy Shakhtar twice because nobody else can. It's just like, what? These games were all over the place. Inter just couldn't handle Real Madrid, and yeah, I was very surprised, very surprised. They gave it a last fighting chance when they beat Mönchengladbach, and they needed to win their last game against Shakhtar. Both teams knowing that if they tie, neither will go through, but both of them going for it, right? They need a win, and yeah, I'm surprised the game finished 0-0. I guess because of desperation, you have to be solid defensively to not give a goal. Man, that game was intense. But Real Madrid doing what they know what to do in the Champions League, winning that important game in the last game, and yeah, Inter wasn't able to do it. Mönchengladbach, I really hope they have good showing in the round of 16 because they just haven't had the best luck before. So I really want them to do well. And Real Madrid showing that this tournament is what they do best. Group C, Manchester City winning it all how you expected. Porto, I think, really showed how like fierce they are this year. They're really, really good. I thought Marseille was gonna be taking the second spot, but Porto really destroyed and did really well. Like the game against Man City, they fought like going on each other. I know Man City didn't have like all their players, but yeah, that was a really good game. I hope Porto does well because there's like two Colombians there with Uribe and Luis Diaz, and I support my fellow Colombians, and I really want them to like go far and don't get like a horrible matchup like a freaking Bayern Munich or something. But yeah, Man City showing that maybe this year could be it. A good performance, not the toughest group. So yeah, hopefully they get far in this tournament as well. I mean, I'm wearing the shirt. Hopefully they do well. I think they're going to be one of the favorites of this tournament. They have a really shaky performance in the league, so I don't know how that's going to impact it on because they're going to be really conflicting which one to put priority in. So that's going to be interesting. I think Group D was like the second most exciting group to watch. Liverpool, Atalanta, Ajax were just like, oh, all the games were quite exciting. I remember, I'm so excited for Atalanta, right? Because they also have like quite a bit of Colombians. And I remember seeing that, I'm like, wow, Atalanta versus Liverpool, this is gonna be the game that like really shows off that Colombians, maybe they can do something and like do really well. And I just watched that game, goal after goal after goal, game pulled apart, and it was just like, crap. It was bad performance. They met again, and I'm like, oh, here we go again. But there was like a flip. I mean, the problem was also like if you look at the teams. The first game, Liverpool had like a really strong team coming forward, and Atalanta were missing a lot of players. And then the second time, Liverpool were missing a lot of players, and Atalanta had like a full team. So it's not fair to reflect how strong these teams are from those two performances because both of them weren't at their best when they faced each other. And yeah, the last game down to the wire, Ajax versus Atalanta. I watched this game because I really wanted Atalanta to do well, and they were able to get it. They were able to get the goal. Muriel. Getting the ball, going to do the right run, going around the keeper and scoring that. Oof. But as a team, it was a quite tactical game. It was actually not the funnest game to watch because it was quite boring. Just how Ajax just didn't have a good attacking sense, and Atalanta actually just defended. They were just like, I'm just gonna stay back, 5-4-1, just defend. But tactically, it was really interesting how Atalanta did so well defensively, which is I think one of the problems that they had before. They're really good attacking side, but defensively they've been kind of weak. And yeah, I was really happy for them that they were able to have such solid defense there. But yeah, Muriel showing up, getting the late goal, just saving Atalanta, and now they're back again to the round 16. Hopefully they can give some people a fight. Liverpool, not much to say about Liverpool. Liverpool's a beast, strong team. I do believe that missing Van Dijk in the round 16 later stages will be a huge miss, especially against the bigger teams. And because of that, I actually can't see them winning this season. They could prove me wrong, but I feel like a really good team needs a really good defense. But they have been doing well recently in the league, even without Van Dijk, and they could do well, so maybe. Group B, I mean, from the beginning, you had to give it to Chelsea and Sevilla, right? Sevilla has a really good performance coming in by winning the Europa League. And yeah, showing that they deserve to be here. Chelsea really good, and the big match between them was definitely when they faced each other. That was a really good match, but Sevilla just didn't have the power, and that's what I feel about Sevilla. I mean, like, they're a really good Europa League team. Champions League always feels like a little bit too much for them, and again, Chelsea showing how good they are, especially like Giroud showing like the depth that Chelsea has. Oof, amazing. Right now, they're a very, very scary team. I would consider them maybe one of the favorites. Maybe like the inexperience of Lampard might hurt them as a manager, but I can see them getting far and hopefully coming back again after a while of not really competing. Group F, I think, is a team that I watched the least. I'm just not a big fan of Lazio, Club Brugge, or Zenit. Dortmund, Haaland on top. Dortmund has a really, really good team. I don't know how far they'll get because they've been kind of shaky, especially in the league performances. But yeah, I mean, they were able to beat who's in front of them, right? Lazio, Club Brugge, and Zenit. So they're a good showing. Lazio coming and showing a good side for the Italians. There's a lot of Italian teams making it through. The only one who didn't make it through was Inter. Exciting to see how far these two teams make it. I can see them not making it far, but I can also give a good fight to the good teams. Group G. Messi versus Ronaldo, right? I'm a huge Barca fan, right? I grew up watching Barcelona, Iniesta, Xavi, and then Messi combining that with Messi in Barcelona. That's just a dream, right? It's like the best team I've ever seen. We have to get back to that, right? Watching the team is everybody. We have to get back to tiki-taka. We have to like feel around the team. We have to be the quick passing team. We have to be exciting. The team fell apart just so badly. So Messi reliant, or individually reliant. It's not even just on Messi. Like when Fati wasn't injured, they would rely a lot on him. Coutinho, Griezmann maybe are showing some like teamwork there, but like it sucks watching Barcelona. It really sucks watching Barcelona play. That game against Juventus was like painful. Was one of the worst Barcelona sides I've seen in a while. That midfield, like you think, like Sergio Busquets is 35. Like he should retire. He's done such a good service to the team. He's like a club hero, and it still feels like when he doesn't play, there's nobody else right there to like play as a good CDM. Yeah, Pjanic and De Jong, both as CMs, and nobody really defending. So bad. We have to rely on kids to do. Hopefully they do well. Pedri, Ansu Fati's injured now. Just going off in Barcelona. It's horrible. It's horrible. Juventus. I know they're not having the best league. They start slow, and sometimes they do, right? They end up winning anyways the league, but I was actually curious. Like these two teams are not informed. Like Barcelona made Juventus seem good, but I don't think Juventus was like amazing. Right? I think these two teams are actually gonna have trouble later in the next few rounds. Their group, they knew it was just a matter of who came first or who came second, and I wonder if that's gonna cost Barca. Right? There's a lot of good teams that came first that they could be facing next round. Group H. This group was sick. Starting off, Man U beating Paris Saint-Germain, Man U destroying Leipzig, and it was just like Man U are now like ready to take on the Champions League. They're gonna be good, even though the league runs are not the best, but they're actually gonna win this. They're actually gonna do well. And then they lose to Istanbul, and that's what cost them the whole entire thing. Losing to Istanbul. Dembaba, I think, was like scoring that game. Paris. I mean, there've been a lot of complaints from Paris Saint-Germain saying that like they just didn't have enough break. It's really hard to start again from like after like coming so close, and it's just there's a thing missing. They were able to come out of the group stage, and I think they're gonna have the next 2 months to just kind of like calm down for this competition, and when they come, hopefully they'll come in stronger. Because I like when Paris Saint-Germain play like good games, because I like seeing good games. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Paris Saint-Germain because it took Neymar away, it's always good to see good, talented teams play like well. The last match Leipzig versus Man U. It'll be one of those like Man U haven't had the best performances. They've had some amazing ones, but like they just need to beat Leipzig and hopefully get through. But like you can't just say just being Leipzig. Leipzig's a really sick team. They have showed continuously. I mean, last year they got to the semis, right? They have shown continuously that they're a good team. And they started off, Man U started off horrible, right? 2 goals in, and they were like, okay, like that's it. 3 goals in after halftime. It's just that's it. They try to fight back, way too late. It's just horrible seeing Man U. Horrible seeing Man U. I mean, like, I think I can relate as a Barca fan how like Man U is feeling from this like specific season, because both teams just like you have a lot of hope doing well, and you have a lot of like potential, right? You have like, especially Man U, like Rashford, Greenwood, you have Fernandes. You're like, wow, this could be a really good team. This could be a top 4. This, if things connect, maybe they could win the Champions League. And then just crash. It's like nope, things did not, the team is falling apart. Just horrible feeling, bad performances. And yeah, this Man U, I can't see this manager staying up for much longer, just because they need a change, right? You a Champions League team that like you started strong and you could have definitely made it. You just need a couple more performances, and yeah, it just lost it. I can't see Solskjaer staying for much longer. They need a change there. They really need a change there. Congrats to Leipzig, showing again that they're a team that like I feel like in 5 years, like it's just gonna be common to see Leipzig doing really well. Like it's just, I think they're just gonna be a team that's gonna be always there, and it's just gonna be one of those brand teams that are gonna be like there. Leipzig is gonna be in everybody's words. Oh, I know Leipzig, they did well in the Champions League. Like I think they're becoming a really top tier team. I thought that without Werner they were gonna lose a lot of power there, but no, they came back and they're doing a good showing. Yeah, hopefully they can keep up this level in years to come. But yeah, those have been my thoughts from the Champions League group stage. If you guys want to see more videos of me talking about soccer, my reaction, my thoughts behind games, just comment below and click the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and thanks for watching.